Exposed with RickDebunks is a scam. I know what you're thinking. How can a YouTube channel claiming to debunk scams be a scam itself? It's actually quite simple. This dude is plagiarizing content. And not just any content, mind you. He poached stuff from the Touchback. Now, as a member of the Touchback, I have to say that's officially pretty uncool. There are so many layers of irony to Exposed with RickDebunks being a scam that it's kind of difficult to unpack. Let's start with the most obvious thing. This wonky Canadian fellow claims to debunk fake videos. To the best of his knowledge, that is. Apparently that knowledge isn't very deep because he needs to steal content from other sources. Which brings us to the main point here. He is scamming people who thinks he is somehow producing original work. His whole shtick is, I'm exposing people who are defrauding you. But Exposed with RickDebunks is defrauding them as well by plagiarizing content. Enough talk. Let's get down to the cold, hard, indisputable evidence that proves Exposed with RickDebunks is, in fact, a scam. On February 19th, we here at the Touchback posted an article about Master Wang and his soulmate drawings being a scam. We also tweeted the story out at that time, so there's no odd backdating and we didn't do anything nefarious here. We clearly posted this story on February 19th. Let's fast forward to March 15th. On this date, Exposed with RickDebunks post a video entitled Master Wang's Drawings website is a scam. This is perfectly acceptable. We certainly weren't the first website to cover this topic, and nor were we going to be the last. Recovering something is never an issue. Where things start to go off the rails is at 1:53 in his video. And we're just gonna go ahead and play this for you so you can see how much he plagiarized from our original article posted on February 19th.
Now guys, none of this makes sense whatsoever. Firstly, there are 1.4 billion people in China? That means there's a lot of lonely singles there. If Master Wang was really famous there, he would probably have more work than he could already handle. Now this totally negates his claim in the video that he will soon need to stop allowing requests. Either he's not famous in China or there's no capacity to his workload, but it can't be both. Secondly, everyone in China is connected to the internet. The idea that this guy needed help setting up a website because he lives on the street is a crock of shit. This part of the story also makes no sense. Also, it looks very suspicious that they're using only stock footage for this video. I mean, there's not a single photo or even a sketch of the dude in the entire presentation. You know, especially considering how famous he is in China, how is it that I can't find a picture of this man nowhere? Not nowhere. Like, for real, not one picture. Protecting his identity is not a valid excuse because he's so famous, you know what I mean? It's not like foreigners are gonna go to China, you know, foreigners that happen to know what he looked like. They're gonna go to China trying to find him using only his photo. Their search would be fruitless if they did. No one's gonna go to China and ask him to draw pictures because they recognize him from this ad. I'll tell you why they don't show a picture of him in his own ad. That's because Master Wang isn't real. Nothing in this video or any video promoting his service or website itself has any tangible evidence of this person being real. Personally, I think it's just a computer program that's drawing the pictures and nothing comes from the actual Master Wang character himself. That's pretty much it.
So, as you can tell, there's no paraphrasing and no rewrites. He reads the article word for word. And in case you're thinking, oh, well, he didn't visit the website or whatever, he uses a screenshot from our website. He's clearly visited our website. He clearly read this article. There's no debating that. The thing is we're not even here today making this video if he just bothered to either give us credit and cite the source or rewrite it in his own words. Neither were that difficult to do. And really, plagiarizing other people's work isn't a scam in and of itself. Sure, doing it makes you a shitty person, but not necessarily a scammer. What makes this a scam is the fact this hoser, exposed with RickDebunks, is accepting donations and selling merch based on his quote-unquote original content. I would imagine the people sending him money for this alleged hard work would be less inclined to do so had they known it was stolen from another source, in this case, the Touchback. Now let's nip a couple of things in the bud before Exposed with RickDebunks tries to use them as excuses. First, we have the classic "I've never done something like this before" line almost all plagiarizers trot out when caught. No one should buy that. This was so brazen that there is no way in hell this was his first time ripping off someone else's content. Second is the "I didn't know any better" excuse. In most cases, that's just a flat out lie. And if this guy seriously thought it was okay, that's probably worse. Exposed with RickDebunks making money off the hard work of other content creators because he didn't know any better is complete bullshit. Honestly, screw that. This hoser isn't debunking fraud and uncovering scams. Exposed with RickDebunks is the scam.